Okay, kick times. We got 4 of them. We thought we were gonna get 3 of them, but then it kind of makes sense that we got 4 because it seems like NBC had to sell something. Steve, I want to congratulate us for going 4 for 4 on the times, and I think we got 2 of the networks right. Um, Very proud of us. I think that is first and foremost. I don't think we could have done that again. I don't know that we'll ever do that again, but I'm proud of
Yeah,
us.
because the rest of the season gets harder because you get. Well, no, we're certainly getting one more right the rest of the season.
Right, right.
So we're gonna have 5 out of 12, which okay still isn't super, but we'll get a couple more by
Okay.
sheer number. I hadn't been paying attention, and you texted me like we got them all right. Damn, like we did. So hey, we're not out in the middle of the wilderness, not knowing what we're talking about
See,
certain
we're
things.
not the blind leading the blind, you know?
Exactly.
Um, I think that is the news, or the so 2 interesting things came from the kick times. And they actually all relate to the Penn State kick times, I think, for the most part. The first most interesting thing is that I read an article on The Athletic that basically now CBS and NBC kind of seemingly rotate that spot, that fourth pick spot. To me, just based on the data and information that I have available in front of me, it certainly appears that NBC had the fourth pick this year as opposed to CBS having the fourth pick. I think that's pretty crystal clear. I think from that we did not get any other big or big noon kicks, and so I think that kind of leads to the obvious that the third pick off the board is more than definitely the um, the Ohio State game, Penn State Ohio State game to be more specific. I think there's been a lot of people being like, well, Fox didn't get the whiteout. And look, I know our collective airing of grievances against Fox is it knows no bounds. But I will say that if Fox wanted this Oregon game, they could have taken the Oregon game. And I think this opens up like an interesting conversation about the viewership of these
Right.
games, right?
Right. I mean, because Oregon
Because
doesn't. Nobody's watching Oregon the way they
right,
watch Ohio State.
and I was
No.
thinking about this last night. Like you and I pay attention to college football. I probably pay a little bit more attention to like college football writ large than you, but you're pretty well plugged into it too. I don't think the average college football fan could have named you more than one. I don't know that they could have named you one Oregon football player. I think they could have named you several Ohio State players last season. And I think that just kind of is like, that's why this was the fourth weekend because it's the fourth most attractive game. And 1, 2, and 3 are up here, and then 4 is down here.
Definitely. I mean, yeah.
It's a good game.
I think I think the other thing that came out of the schedule, the first 4 games, was for me, and not to be fired up about it, but I like, and I don't know if this. Now we don't have anybody bitching about the whiteout this year. Thank God. Like we can go into a season and nobody's going to bitch about, oh, it's not going to be at night. Oh, when are they going to name it? You now have months to promote this thing. Not that it needs it. We know when it is, and there's really, at this point now, nothing to complain about in the Penn State football schedule. I don't care what happens the rest of the way. I don't care if Nebraska and Indiana are both at noon, which they won't be. Ohio State's going to be at noon. It's going to be on the road. This is a great schedule for Penn State fans because those 2 of the 3 dog games that start the season are 3:30. You get the tailgate. You get to do the vibe before you go in and watch the slaughter happen, right? So you get to have your tailgate and do whatever else. This is a great schedule for Penn State fans. I mean, it just will be.
I was thinking about that in particular. Like this is, you've got 4 home games, in a row to start the season. There is a bye week in between there, the weekend of the 20th, in September. But, you look at that 3:30. That's a good tailgate day. Like everybody loves a 3:30 tailgate. That's to me, I think is probably the optimal kick time. I know Mr. Samsel loves the noon kick time, so he gets one in
You get your
there.
big party and you get your noon the next one in, and people that's just workmanlike do it. Maybe
Right,
they're not going to come up for 3 in a row. That's the one they
right.
sell, right? And
That's
then they come
yeah.
back for the other 3:30.
Villanova game.
Yeah.
I had a Pope joke and I forgot what the Pope joke was going to be. Maybe I'll save that one closer. But then I think, knock on wood, September 27th is generally a good weather. It's not
Yep.
too hot, not too cold. usually the rain of the year is over and subsided. Um, that's usually a pretty good time to have a whiteout in terms of like you need everybody wearing white and you need, you want a good day of tailgating. So, yeah, I think there's nothing really too earth shattering really across the board. Like I think what came evident as I saw it looked at some of the other picks is just like kind of how boring the Big Ten slate is this year, and I do feel like Fox really got the best deal, or Fox maybe kind of screwed over NBC and CBS for the leftovers, and threw them a couple bones. But there's not really much out there in terms of like the way this contract is set up, and Fox is going to own it. Fox is going to celebrate it, and you might as well get used to it.
No, because they helped draw up the contract. I mean, that was
Yeah,
they helped work the deal, so
yeah.
not a big surprise in their favor.
So nothing too earth shattering there. I like you said though. I think this is in a lot of ways the schedule you probably wanted. Um, First game on FSN or FS1, FSN, RIP, FS1 since the 2023 season, and then the first 3:30 game to open the season since the infamous 2020 Indiana game.
Okay.
So, and all of that information, I want where you can find that information on
Okay.
Steve's handy dandy spreadsheet on the blog. That's a shameless plug, but I think you should check that out. Yeah.